Hi, my name is Mike DeAngelo. I'm a developer relations engineer with Google. In this video, we will be covering the fifth and final installment of optimizing Looker performance with Henry. I've connected to the Linux environment I configured in the first installment and changed to the Henry directory. Now I need to activate my Python virtual environment. To do that, I'll enter the command source bin/activate. Next, I'll run the command henry analyze explores dash dash section equals sandbox dash dash timeout equals 600. That last part just increases the timeout in case this runs longer than expected. This will run for several minutes. The no data found messages are safe to ignore. Now that this is finished, let's look at what this report shows us. Here we see the name of the model, the name of the explorer, and whether the explorer is hidden. Furthermore, we see the number of joins in the explorer, the number of unused joins, the number of fields, and the number of unused fields. Finally, we see the query count. With this data, we could see which explorers have the most queries. We see 124 queries ran against the products explorer, just as one example. 31 queries ran against order items. Order items has 6 joins, but 5 are unused. Order items also has 181 fields, but 177 are unused. For products, there are 17 columns, but 8 are unused. This is extremely valuable information about how we can trim the LookML down. Now we're going to run vacuum on explorers. Type Henry vacuum explores dash dash section equals sandbox dash dash timeout equals 600. This will again run for several minutes. And once again, the no data found messages are safe to ignore. Now that the vacuum analysis is complete, let's look at the report output. For each model, we see the name of the explorer, and we also see a list of the associated fields that are unused. We can go through this list and hide these fields, or even delete them. That leaves only the fields that we actually use in the model. The model is much smaller, the view files are smaller, quicker to parse and analyze, and easier to use on screen. Note that this is a full set of fields. It probably totals about 8,000 rows of data. That's 8,000 items that we can take out of our model. This is how we use Henry to identify look-ML that we can prune from our models. By making our models small and concise, our Looker instance will be a lot more responsive and useful. To review, we started by checking the pulse of our system and identified data sources that were not properly configured. Then we analyzed and vacuumed models and identified unused explorers. We target them for deletion. Finally, we analyzed and vacuumed explorers, identifying unused fields. We target them for deletion. That leaves us with a minimal look-ML that supports the actual needs of our system. We have no additional fields that aren't actually used by our users, and our system runs much faster. Thank you.